First reading, Exodus chapter 12 verse 1 to 8, 11 to 14. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, This month shall be to you the beginning of months, it shall be the first in the months of the year. Speak yet to the whole assembly of the children of Israel, and say to them, On the 10th day of this month let every man take a lamb by their families and houses. But if the number be less than may suffice to eat the lamb, he shall take unto him his neighbor that joineth to his house, according to the number of souls which may be enough to eat the lamb. And it shall be a lamb without blemish, a male, of 1 year, according to which rite also you shall take a kid. And you shall keep it until the 14th day of this month, and the whole multitude of the children of Israel shall sacrifice it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood thereof, and put it upon both the side posts, and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh that night roasted at the fire, and unleavened bread with wild lettuce. And thus you shall eat it, you shall gird your reins, and you shall have shoes on your feet, holding staves in your hands, and you shall eat in haste. For it is the phase, that is the passage, of the Lord. And I will pass through the land of Egypt that night, and will kill every firstborn in the land of Egypt both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgments, I am the Lord. And the blood shall be unto you for a sign in the houses where you shall be, and I shall see the blood, and shall pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I shall strike the land of Egypt. And this day shall be for a memorial to you, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord in your generations with an everlasting observance. Psalms chapter 116 verse 12 to 13, 15 to 18. What shall I render to the Lord, for all the things he hath rendered unto me? I will take the chalice of salvation, and I will call upon the name of the Lord. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. O Lord, for I am thy servant, and the son of thy handmaid. Thou hast broken my bonds. I will sacrifice to thee the sacrifice of praise, and I will call upon the name of the Lord. I will pay my vows to the Lord in the sight of all his people. Second reading, 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 23 to 26. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And giving thanks, broke, and said, Take ye, and eat, this is my body, which shall be delivered for you, this do for the commemoration of me. In like manner also the chalice, after he had supped, saying, This chalice is the New Testament in my blood, this do ye, as often as you shall drink, for the commemoration of me. For as often as you shall eat this bread, and drink the chalice, you shall shew the death of the Lord, until he come. Gospel, John chapter 13 verse 1 to 15. Before the festival day of the Pasch, Jesus, knowing that his hour was come, that he should pass out of this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them unto the end. And when supper was done, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, to betray him, knowing that the Father had given him all things into his hands, and that he came from God, and goeth to God, he riseth from supper, and layeth aside his garments, and having taken a towel, girded himself. After that, he putteth water into a basin, and began to wash the feet of the disciples, and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. He cometh therefore to Simon Peter. And Peter saith to him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Jesus answered, and said to him, What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Peter saith to him, Thou shalt never wash my feet. Jesus answered him, If I wash thee not, thou shalt have no part with me. Simon Peter saith to him, Lord, not only my feet, but also my hands and my head. Jesus saith to him, He that is washed, needeth not but to wash his feet, but is clean wholly. And you are clean, but not all. For he knew who he was that would betray him, therefore he said, You are not all clean. Then after he had washed their feet, and taken his garments, being set down again, he said to them, Know you what I have done to you? You call me Master, and Lord, and you say well, for so I am. If then I being your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example, that as I have done to you, so you do also.